everybody, it's time for one of my favorite videos that I like to put out each year, and it's where I share with you my favorite videos from the previous year, not that I created, but that I viewed. So the content that I got to enjoy from other creators on YouTube. I think right now I'm currently subscribed to about 155 channels, and 95% of the time I spend on YouTube is just watching the videos for those channels that I'm subscribed to. There are a couple channels I'm not subscribed to because they're huge channels, and I'll check in on their stuff from time to time. But I really enjoy the smaller channels and the content that you guys put out. I hope that's not offensive to call your channel smaller, but for most of the channels I follow regularly, except for maybe one or two of you guys, they're smaller channels. But I want to share a few honorable mentions, and then we'll get into my top 5. So first off, just some honorable mentions. Number 1, Jason at Fish Fear Me Studios. Not a particular video he put out this year, but I just don't remember a year, and I've followed his channel for probably 5 years now, maybe 6. I don't remember a year where I've seen him catch as many big fish during the season as he has this year, both on open water, but also already in the ice fishing. He has just caught some lunkers. So if you're not subscribed to Jason over at Fish Fear Me Studios, make sure you check him out. Tell him Men on the Mountain sent you. The other one is Becca Where to Go Next. Now, she has had one of my 5 favorite videos the last several years. This year, she didn't quite make that list, but her videos still are incredible. The footage she gets is just unreal. I think she's half mountain goat. I mean, she is on some steep stuff. She's always looking right over the edge. Stuff that makes me tense up just watching it, but she seems to be super comfortable doing it. Jennifer Lupine. Jennifer took a trip to hike to the base camp of Mount Everest. That series, although there's not a particular video in it that was my favorite of the year, it's definitely one of my favorite series of the year. I've been watching that through the holiday season. Check that out. And then Dan at Southern Paddler. There's just something about Dan's videos with Southern Paddler that I just feel better after I watch them. I feel more relaxed. I feel more grateful. I think it's his attitude. You can tell he is just grateful to be out in God's creation and to be enjoying what he's enjoying. So those are all kind of some honorable mention channels. I encourage you to check them out. And again, I'll put a link in the description. The last one that I'll mention that I don't subscribe to, it's one of the biggest channels on YouTube now, and that's The Outdoor Boys. I just watched a handful of his videos over the Christmas break. Just incredible. And he loves to eat, maybe even more than I do. But just if you've never checked out an Outdoor Boys YouTube video, do yourself a favor, check him out. Now, he doesn't need my promotion. He's, again, got one of the biggest channels on YouTube. But the last video I watched already had over 29 million views. But I think you'll love the content. All right, so here are my top 5. And one of the things I noticed is everyone on this list, except for one, I think has been a previous winner. So obviously there are just some channels that I gravitate to, and I like the way they tell their stories. And then for the first time that I can remember, I have a channel that actually has more than one of my 5 favorite videos of the year. So one particular channel has 2 videos on this list. All right, here we go. At number 5, it's D-Puck. So D-Puck Fishing and Outdoors, and it's his video that's titled New Jersey Black Bear Encounter While Bass Fishing. I think D-Puck does a great job editing his videos, the mix of the music and the way he fades in and fades out and the graphics. You can tell he spends time on it. And a lot of great fishing videos, obviously. That's the primary content of his channel. But this just so happened to have a chance black bear encounter as he was fishing. So it was maybe the change of pace that I appreciated. It was a great video. And I can just picture myself being out there fishing, and all of a sudden you come face to face with a bear. Definitely would change the day. Video number 4 for me is Shifty Outdoors. He had one of my top 5 videos last year. This is the one that's titled Chicken Creek is on Fire. It's an ice fishing video. He catches one of the biggest, prettiest rainbow trout I've ever seen in that video. But more than that, I just laughed the entire video, as I often do in Shifty's videos. The barbs that he and his buddies in the tent are throwing back and forth and teasing one another it's contagious. It's a ton of fun to watch. So Shifty had number 4. Number 3, Max D Expeditions. And this was his Smoky Mountain 1000 finale. I said this before because he had one of my favorite 5 videos last year. The guy is just a filmmaker. He's a storyteller. The way he sets up his shots, the music that's picked, he gets insane footage. I just love traveling along on his videos. So that was my number 3 favorite video of the year. Number 2 is from Bait and Bullets. Bait and Bullets is another channel. If you are not subscribed to it, if you love the outdoors, you got to subscribe to his channel. Last time I checked, he was just under 1,000. We definitely got to get that guy over 1,000. But it was his video that was titled Ice Fishing with Snowmobiles on Strawberry. And they have some beautiful colored fish in that video. Some of those vibrant colors I've seen on trout in any video this year. And then again, he had me laughing throughout the video. He's got this attitude of gratitude every time he's out there. One of the reasons I love his channel. My favorite video of the year is also from Max D Expedition. So he had my number 3 and my number 1, and this was the one that was titled How We Overland Hawaii. And it's just a whole nother world, obviously. I mean, the scenery is incredible. It's so unlike what I have here in Utah. But again, it's his storytelling that makes it so enjoyable. The way he sets up the shots, he incorporates drone footage. It seems at just the right times. Lots of fun with his family. You know, a lot of these things he's doing this to create memories with his son and with his wife, which resonates in my heart as a dad and as a husband. So that was my favorite video of the year. So there you have it, my 5 favorite videos of 2024. I'll put links in the description to the top 5 videos, and then I'll put information on the channels in the honorable mention category that I said as well. All right, let's do the Minute on the Mountain to wrap this video up. It's going to come from Ephesians 4:29, a verse that I'm sure some of you are familiar with, a verse that I've done a Minute on the Mountain for in the past. But I think it's timely, and I think it fits with a video like this. So I'll just read it to you. Let no corrupting talk come out of your mouths, but only such as is good for building up, as fits the occasion, that it may give grace to those who hear. That's from the ESV version. That's one of the reasons this is one of my favorite videos to put out, is that I'm just hopeful that this video builds up and encourages those channels that I mentioned. It is just so easy to focus on the negative. It's so easy to criticize. It's so easy to tear down. And look, I'm not saying there aren't times when we need to give constructive criticism and we need to share some hard truths. But man, there are so many opportunities you and I have to build someone else up, to speak encouraging words to them. And so that's my challenge to you, my challenge to me this week, is let's be people who are known for our encouraging words. Thanks so much for all the support, guys. Sure appreciate all the videos you watched, all the comments you left me in 2024. It was a fun year. Looking forward to 2025 and some of the adventures we're going to get to have. Thanks so much for coming along. God bless you, and we'll see you the next time we're out on the mountain.